Now I started recording.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man is upset.
I am very upset. I'm very annoyed. Skylar touched my stuff while Emma was in here working on.
He blames me for
something.
this.
I blame. Yeah, I do. I do.
And, you know-
So let me explain quickly why, because we're not gonna live on this. We're gonna move on.
I've already moved on.
Oh, I'm glad you did. He touched the sound mixer behind me right here, and for those who see it, and messed with all the freaking settings I had. So I had to hopefully get them back to where they were before. But it's just
he did that yesterday, and I caught
I was like,
I caught the last little bit. I snuck over and I caught the last little bit of him moving one of the dials, and I was like, sheesh.
I'm shutting you off.
Welcome to the Couple Shift.
I'm Maria Leandra.
And I'm Jules.
And we are a husband and wife team on a mission to shift the way we live our lives and co-create what really matters.
We don't always agree, but together we're figuring it out.
Thank you for joining us. We're so glad you're here. You know, you can't just use our intro to shut me up.
I think
you know
we need
what?
to. Should I get the outro out ready to go?
The fact that you're upset at me for that. I said put a plexiglass on it or something.
A plexiglass.
You don't want him to touch it?
I am annoyed.
Put a COVID plexiglass.
A COVID plexiglass. I am annoyed. I am not upset at you. I am annoyed at you for allowing him to touch it. Okay?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, because very simple.
Okay.
You know what? You be upset right now, or be annoyed, whatever it is. It's okay. I will hold that space for you.
You're gonna hold that space for me?
Because I'm. It's okay. All right.
How you doing, babe?
I am doing fantastic. It is Monday, October 6th. In the month of fifth. Yes. I'm on Einstein time.
Okay.
No time. The time-space continuum is just, a playground. So
sure.
October 5th.
Yeah.
I got a couple of things in mind. Should I say what I just did?
No.
Okay. Really? Really?
I just wanted to say no. I mean, no, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
Another day.
No, you can save that for your people.
What do you mean you don't want to? Excuse me. Oh, so these are your people. That's right. These are your huns.
These are our people.
These are your huns.
You can say that for your people. I'm just what you did. Out of all the things that I'm open to, that's the least.
Because you don't even understand. You don't even know.
It's not even about understanding or even knowing, honey. I gotta be honest. I see it more like a parlor trick than anything else.
Well,
so
I can't speak.
No, you can't.
What, are you gonna play the intro music again?
If it works.
Listen.
What?
All good. Moving right along. Halloween.
Yes, we started decorations.
Decorations happened yesterday, and do you have the behind the scenes? Look at this.
No, sorry.
Oh, not yet,
babe.
not yet.
How many times I gotta tell you this one?
I know.
One,
I
okay?
thought you were gonna.
Sorry for that noise, guys.
We're gonna show you a quick.
Yeah. So we started doing some stuff around our place. Well, you did.
With Skylar.
To get festive.
Skylar is loving Halloween. Here we go.
We have
Slideshow. By the way, the YouTube link
shots.
is in the description if you want to have the full TCS experience. Look at that.
Yeah, there we go.
So we got spider webs, spiders, eyeballs, lit up eyeballs. We got frog bones.
There's a little
little frog skeletons. Jack-o'-lantern with candles.
Okay, so I gotta say something. I like decorations. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a crazy decorating person for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Do you know you are for Christmas? I was going to say for anything.
That's what I'm saying. And then
we got an outside shot. You got some spider webs and lights. Do you have one more?
No, that's it.
Okay.
So for Christmas, sure, absolutely. I don't really. I don't know. I love Halloween, but I definitely, and then inside the house, I don't see the point. it's totally something that you always love, because whenever we do anything, like I'm talking about a party or having a couple people over or whatever, I always feel like you're like, so what's the theme? So you're already thinking about what you want to set up and decorate. And I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why does this have to be such a big deal?
I'm a storyteller, babe.
Birthdays.
I'm a storyteller.
What's the theme?
I tell stories.
She's done birthday. She did a birthday for me where it was like a kid's birthday where it was like a soccer cake. Remember that whole craziness?
It was so good.
And then like goes to Target and buys like those cheapy stuff for decorating for birthdays of a child. And I'm like, what? You're doing this for yourself.
You remember how much fun everybody had, right?
Of course, but I'm just saying, a lot of the times
everybody's inner child comes out to play when I get activated.
But a lot of the times, those things that you do, I mean, the vast majority of those things that you do are for you. They're really for you. You get the most enjoyment out of it.
Well, I absolutely get enjoyment, and I see how everybody gets enjoyment too.
Honey, the person that's having the most enjoyment is you, is what I'm saying.
Just because you're not having enjoyment doesn't mean everybody else thinks
hold
like you.
Hold on. I'm not saying I'm not having enjoyment. What I'm saying is the vast majority of the enjoyment that's happening is you, especially during the setup. Like, I feel like you have more fun creating the environment.
Well, you just said creating, So yeah, it's creation, it's storytelling. Themes, it's weaving. It's weaving magic. It's weaving magic in the real world.
It's weaving magic in the real world.
And Skylar was having a blast. So I honestly did not think I was going to do everything I did inside the house. I was, we went to Michael's yesterday. I went with Skylar, and it was more to give him because he's been obsessed with Halloween decorations. And I was like, we've gone to a couple places. I haven't taken him to Michael's yet. And I said, I'll get a couple of extra things I literally thought I was just going to get one or two things for outside. And maybe like a little pumpkin for inside. And everything was on sale. Like 40 or 50% off.
The Halloween stuff?
So everything I got, we got a ton of goodies.
You got a ton of stuff. I was
for
less
than $40. It was such a deal. Good. Plus I had a coupon. So it was and Skylar had a blast. And what's fascinating about him? You assume all the decorations are for the outside. He assumes all the decorations are for inside. So when I was telling him, this is for outside, he was like, what do you mean? Like, we can't see it outside. I want it inside where I can enjoy it. And it makes sense. And I see both sides. So I get to be.
I'll say this, though.
I get to weigh these two very different men in the house, because Skylar and you are very different.
Yeah.
And the way you guys see the world, and I've got to I got to weave the magic in between everybody, all three of us.
But the interesting thing is decorations inside the house, he wants them inside and not outside. He also just wants to play with them and mess with them and rip them off, and because that's what he's in a state of, right? Like, he's in a state of I like to rip crap and
everything
and mess
is.
with
I mean,
my
obviously
dials
it's tactile and there's dials. Put a plexiglass cover on it.
Okay.
No, he wants. He absolutely wants to touch things and experience things, and yesterday and when we were decorating outside, setting up the little lights or whatever. There was a moment he was like, "Mommy, can I do this? Can I touch this?" And all you want to say is, "No." And I was like,
I didn't say anything.
Babe, this is for him. This is an experience for him. So if he wants to touch it within reason, let him touch it. Let him touch it. Or I explain to him, no, we're going to decorate this here because we're going to. But there are certain areas, like there's a few spider webs that I have on that are above his, where he can touch. But I specifically let him put a couple of webs in spaces that he can manipulate and touch. Because, I mean, we're not going to live in a glass house of, you can't, this is a 3D environment. 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D.
What?
Our house.
I get it, babe. I understand. But, then he touches my dials and everything is run. No,
this is really all comes back to your dials.
No, it doesn't. No,
Take care of your dials and
no.
confuse your dials with Halloween spider webs.
Right. I never saw the importance of setting up inside.
Mm-hmm.
But especially for Halloween, unless there's a party for Halloween that you're having inside the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I wasn't like, oh my God, and we're going to decorate for Halloween.
Yes, you were so excited today.
Oh, yesterday when I got the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying before. I didn't have that.
But you've always, no. You've always decorated inside. We had that skeleton thing that you would hang for Christmas. We would hang, well, Christmas is different because Christmas I understand and doing inside. But isn't there one year that Easter, or was it for spring or something? I think you had like bunnies hanging.
Oh, well, there's always like a little garland.
There's always a garland or a trinket or something for the theme of the year.
I look at that stuff and it just delights me. It makes me happy.
I know, but Halloween makes you happy too. So the same way as Christmas would.
Yes. So I have a couple things that I put inside the house. And yesterday when I went to Michael's, we went a little bit more. And I love how it turned out. I love the webs in the different corners. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready for the next topic?
All right. What is it?
Did you have anything you wanted to share?
No, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. So here is the main topic for today's podcast.
All right. Here we go.
3 bucket list items for each of us. I have 2 for me.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So
you go start.
Bucket list and what's the meaning? Like why is it important? What does it mean? What does it represent about you?
All right.
Okay. Northern Lights for me. Always.
Oh, by the way, are these bucket lists like, places that you want to go, or
places or things you want to experience?
Places or things you want to experience.
So for me, experiencing the Northern Lights in like a prime location in one of those incredible naturey, like just.
Yeah, no, it's a cool idea. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
That for me has always been since I was a little girl. And what it represents for me is there's got to be some sort of spiritual connection. I mean, the idea of lights and colors and that energy is huge for me. There's got to be some spiritual connection. And I just, definitely there.
What's the other one?
No, now it's your turn.
Oh, we're going back and forth? No, whatever. I don't know.
Don't say that because you do know.
Well, we're starting to do one with the tattoo.
Okay.
We're in the process of getting that. Like,
was that in your bucket list before?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't. Well, I know why I haven't gotten any. Because I've always had ideas of what I want. But never just went like, all right, I got to go find the place and go talk to the people and figure out.
Because that's what I do.
Because that's what she does. She does the planning.
I do that.
So
I take the action.
You take the action. In this case, I had the dream and she fulfilled it and figured out the logistics for it. So yeah, I think that's one of them. The other thing was,
it's my turn.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, that's right. Because you want to go back and forth.
So are you going to talk a little bit about your tattoo or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll show it when it comes.
Okay.
So it'll be soon.
We'll do some B-roll at the place and then insert it.
Okay.
Okay. A second one for me also is a location, and this is sort of kind of newer, but I really want to visit certain, let's call them sacred sites in places like Egypt and France. There are just places that I've been to Stonehenge.
You want to see the pyramids or something?
Yes, but it's beyond that. It's more because of the deeper studying I'm doing about the history of goddesses and just a lot of the, again, sort of historical spirituality points that I think are fascinating and I feel very connected to. Okay. So that's newer for me, but there are like I went to Stonehenge with my brother.
I forgot about
this. This was like 10 years ago. We just met that year.
Yeah.
And I went with Enrique. We went to a few like backpacking like for a few weeks in
Europe.
In Europe, and we got to Stonehenge, which we were really excited there to experience it, but even more now with how I've grown and the things I've learned about just everything, I'm like, wow, it's really, really powerful to have gone there. So there's some other like sacred sites I have in mind that are, yeah.
I like it, babe.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. I want to try to do 5 minutes of stand up, which is like terrifying just to do it, even if like probably would be bombing, but just to do it and be like, yeah, I did it. It takes, I feel like it takes, you know, that's an incredible talent that when I always see comedians, it's like, man, just to do that, comedians and artists, right? Musicians, just to get up on stage and be like, you're the focal point, go ahead and do what you gotta do, just using your voice, or in some cases, I guess your face.
You have so much material too.
I don't know about that.
No,
I always
you do.
forget it or lose it. I gotta weave it together. I gotta make it work for 5 minutes or something. I just want to do that. I just want to do 5 minutes of stand up, and be like, all right, if it was great, awesome. If it was terrible, I did it. I'm happy. Awesome as well. I don't care. Like, I just want to do it and be like, I did it. and then be complete with that. All right?
So I have a question for you. I'm going to totally put you on the spot.
Okay.
Because, you know, I love to do that.
I know you love to do that.
Would you like to be on Tom Segura's podcast?
Oh my God, for sure. Yeah, I love Tom Segura.
Because I've been thinking about it. And last night,
I mean, he has several, and him and his wife and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's,
and last night I had what?
Go ahead. Sorry.
So I've been thinking. No, I've been thinking seriously about it. Like, how do we make that happen? That seems like an easy thing to happen.
I don't
to make
think
happen.
that's an easy thing to
Oh,
happen.
I think that's a super easy thing.
I don't know about
so
that.
So this is like how. You don't. No. It's trust me, babe. This is an easy thing.
Okay.
This is where I make the magic happen. Last night I had a dream that I had met all of these. They were kind of comedians and this and that. And I told one of them, I said, oh, I'd love to meet Tom Segura. Can we make that happen?
It's such a random thing.
Yes. And he had said earlier in the dream, he said, oh, yeah, I think that could happen, this and that. Later on, cut to a different scene. And again, I'm surrounded by these like male comedians. And the one guy that I had asked before looks at me and says, look at who you have next to you. And I look to my left. And of course, who's there? Tom Segura. And I look at him and I go, oh my God, Tom, hi. And I said, you know, my husband is such a big fan of yours. The guy starts crying. Tom Segura starts crying.
Why?
Because he was moved. I said,
totally not the person.
I said, I didn't expect it either. I was like, wow.
That's a doppelganger right there.
I was like, wow. I was like, my husband is a big fan of yours. He's like, and he just got like a little like choked up. And I said, and I think it would be amazing, you know, could he do something with you? Could he be on your podcast, or can you meet him? And he goes, oh my gosh, absolutely, no problem. And then I said, but I think Christina has to be there too, because you're kind of like a package deal. Christina's Tom Segura's wife. And they have a podcast together, and Jules talks about it all the time because you listen to all of his whatever, however many.
Most of the stuff. Yeah. I listen to most of the stuff.
So, and I said, but Christina has to be there, and he starts laughing. He's like, oh, of course.
But that's okay. Yeah, this is you have. Okay, we got to talk about this right now. I'm gonna cut you off because I want to before I forget to do this. I don't know how. I think it's a great skill that you have. You're able to remember these dreams so vividly, and it's almost like, okay, here, look, in the dream you had, what are those people called in courtrooms that are typing every conversation?
I don't know. I forgot.
Stenographer, something. Is that it?
The stenographer?
No, that can't be right. Doesn't matter. Look it up. You have your computer there. Look it up. Anyways, she's able to repeat the dialogue that she imagined in her dream so vividly, so perfectly. And to me, it's like, I can barely remember. I remember segments of it. And it's always the only reason why I remember a segment of my dream is because something really, really crazy happened. And I got to say it quick or...
Stenographer, yeah.
Oh, I was right. Okay.
Formerly referred to as a stenotype operator.
Anyways.
Stenographer.
This dream of everybody together and he's standing right next to you and he starts crying. is hilarious because it's totally not the person that...
How do you know I'm not connecting to a deeper part of him?
Maybe you are. I don't know. But from what I gauge, from what I feel, from obviously that's the people that you see when they're because he's performing, right? They're always performing. And in some cases it's true to who they are. In some cases it's an a lot of the times it's just an exaggeration, right? To make it even more funny, right? Or it's a complete false story or whatever, false characterization of the person, just for entertainment value, right? So like the person I think of is like Ellen DeGeneres. Like, you know how she's been going through, she went through the craziness of like people were saying that she's an evil person. And it's like, she has even said it. She regrets showing 5 days a week as this awesome, nice person because she's like, that's not who I really am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
I'm not saying that she's a bad person.
No. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm totally following you. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that Tom is a bad guy. I just
think there's a lot. I just think in Ellen's case and some of these cases, there's a lot more that they're hiding because you and I have been doing this. We're gonna do this for 30 days and then some, right? Or I show up on with my communities or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding something so like nasty behind the scenes. Like, can I be a fucking bitch on wheels sometimes?
Damn.
Yes. Are you an asshole sometimes?
A lot of times.
Freaking-lutely. And yet we're not like, I feel like while there is an element of, okay, we turn it on, you kind of turn it on when you're in the podcast or doing a video or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I can't imagine Tom Segura is not a genuinely kind-hearted.
No, I'm not saying
could
that.
Be moved by something at some point.
Oh, sure. I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying that I find it interesting that you already assumed, like just saying.
I didn't assume anything.
Not assuming that your dream. Well, kind of you did, right? Your subconscious because it's your dream.
Well, dreams are portals into information.
You would tell him that, and all of a sudden he start crying, and I'm just like,
and I didn't. In the dream, I was like, wow, he's really moved by this.
Okay, no, then awesome, cool.
It was beautiful.
Great.
So it's happening.
It's okay.
He already said yes. Now it's just the logistics. Now I just need to get in touch with his people.
Yeah. Okay. This is such a weird thing. I love you, honey. You're hilarious. Yeah. So what's number 3? Is it my turn again?
It's your turn. Yeah.
Okay. So
no, it's my turn.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
my turn.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Number 3. I've always wanted to learn how to play the electric guitar. Like.
Why? You already know how to do Guitar Hero.
Hardcore.
So.
You know what? Yes. And live vicariously through. So there's that one. Oh, but no, there's another one I thought of this morning, which is like a classic. Anybody who really knows me knows this. I've always wanted to be on a Disney parade. Like.
Yeah, you always wanted to be like Cinderella or
like,
freaking.
No, more like Belle, more like, Ursula. Belle, because she's the studious one. Not Ursula. It would be more like Belle. She's a studious one. Maybe a little bit of
because she loves books.
Elsa, yeah.
Elsa,
Belle
maybe?
was always my Elsa because she's like she's Elsa. No, it's more like Belle. But to be on a Disney parade, in some sort of performance style.
Okay, let's forget about the Disney parade for a second. I think you just want to perform on stage in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all it is. Because you've always wanted that. So many people have told you that, my God, you're so good behind the camera whenever you did stuff for like Telemundo and stuff. It's like, you can tell.
You mean in front of the camera?
In front. Sorry, not behind.
I am good behind the camera.
You're good
too.
behind.
I'm really good behind the camera too.
But you've always had that dream of being on camera. I don't know about being an actor.
Yeah.
I don't think about being an actor. I don't think that's the case. But just to be on camera, like.
Yeah.
Not a news anchor, but
but it's a combination. It's not
a weird
quite
combination.
An actress, but there's definitely a performance.
There's a performance aspect about it that you've always wanted to do. You always wanted to be a part of.
Yeah, but also the expressing of who I am, which is what acting is not. Like acting is you're literally embodying somebody else.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like that combination of there's an element of performance and there's an element absolutely of like. This is me type of thing. But so
yeah.
That's a big one for me.
Okay.
Like if somebody right now said, hey, do
put
you
on
want
this
to
dress. I need you to
get on a plane right now to go be on like the 3:00. I don't even know if they're doing parades at Disney right now. Also, I have a question, and this is a serious question. That's sad.
It's like 25,000.
Serious question. Now, when you go visit like the prince, like the face characters, and do like an autograph signing or pictures, are they doing that? And B, do they wear a face mask?
That'd be hilarious. Maybe it's just the face shield.
I need to know
the face shield's not enough. I'm assuming
is
they wear.
Anna wearing a face mask that only Anna would wear? Like, you know,
what is that?
Like, does it look like her dress? Does it have, you know, like, have they created? I'm gonna look this up too.
Okay.
While you cover the next one.
I mean, it seems like a. What if it was like a creepy Mickey Mouse face, like the teeth? Just a smile. Just some random thing like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's a really interesting question. If they're even doing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like this was a legit question I have because I think they may not be doing that right now. But
yeah, no, I don't.
Whenever they do start, like I'm not finding any pictures online of characters.
You keep
masks.
looking, but I don't know if they are. Why don't you just Google search if they have the parades? See if they even do the parades.
Yeah.
Because they would have to wear masks and anyways, working next to each other, so close to each other, whatever the case. But anyways, they laid off like 25,000 people from both LA and Orlando sites, which sucks. And then I just heard Regal Cinemas is closing down too. It says they're temporarily closing, but I think they're...
Oh, really?
Yeah, once more movies kept pulling back, they were like, all right, we're shutting the studio down. Oh. So Regal Cinemas is closed down. I don't know
Things
for how long.
Evolving and changing.
Yep.
You gotta be open and an acceptance to what's coming.
My third thing, I thought I wrote some of these things down. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'd like to meet David Attenborough.
Ooh.
That would be interesting to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
I guess the usual skydiving stuff will be interesting too. Be cool to do.
But see, I've asked you, and you were like, "No."
I don't really
recently,
care.
I asked you, "Would you like to go skydiving?"
Hold
and you're
on.
like, "No."
Can I explain?
Then it's not a bucket list.
It's not a bucket list. It's something that's cool. The point is, I think a bucket list is something that's like you really want to do before you kick the bucket, right?
Right.
So,
but here,
do I really want to do a skydiving and regret it if I don't?
No, clearly you don't.
But do I want to do it if someone told me, "Hey, I already got it taken care of. We're ready to go. We're gonna go skydive tomorrow. You just need to bring this, this, and this, and be ready." I'd be like,
"Oh,
awesome.
Okay,
let's do it. Sounds fun."
Parades are canceled, by the way. They're temporarily unavailable.
Well, there you go. So yeah.
So
I guess David.
No, but here's my second. David is key to this because my second part of the question was
David crying in the dream as well?
I'll ask the dream about David tonight and see if he wants to share anything.
I love how you're telling yourself, "I'm going to schedule a dream."
No, I do. I ask myself.
What is that?
That's called training yourself for lucid dreaming.
Interesting.
You ask a question before one question before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
By the way, I did not ask to meet Tom Segura. That was a surprise last night.
Oh, so that all happened. It was an actual
delightful
dream.
surprise.
An actual dream.
So, but when I go to bed at night, as you're training yourself for lucid dreaming, is you ask one question. Don't ask too many, just one, and just see what comes up.
So right before you go to bed.
And that helps. Yeah, and then that helps the retaining of it, and that helps, and also give your dreams give them a chance to be something, and not just like cast them off as just figments of your imagination. What I wanted to share about the difference between David Attenborough and skydiving is I said, pick a bucket list item and why it's important to you.
Okay, so I mean,
skydiving is like, okay, would you be open to it? Sure.
Yes, absolutely. But is it something,
like, why is it important to you?
Yeah, I don't have any reason.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, like you said, if somebody right now says, hey, I've booked us for a,
I just feel like if I would meet David, I would probably not be unimpressed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, most people unimpress you.
Yes, like I'd probably be unimpressed by by Tom or other people that I listen to, whatever. Tom just seems to be someone that because he just seems to be like a regular person, and he doesn't want to be bothered by stuff. So would I be unimpressed? Sure. That's not the point.
That's not. Yeah, exactly. I don't see that. I don't see you as being like, oh my God, I'm gonna be. It's more like,
no, I'll be like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Like that's cool. But that's about it, and not be, so. But with David Attenborough, I'd probably be like,
yeah.
Just I want to hear stories. I just want to hear stories. The man has freaking decades of footage of places he's been everywhere around the world. Everywhere. The man's been everywhere. Every wild place you can think of, he's been to. And it's not like he's lying because you can find the video footage. So
can I tell you, I once wanted to get you his autograph, and I looked into how to do it.
Yeah.
But it requires a whole lot of,
money,
mailing logistics. No, not even that. It was just like, it's all stuff that's very doable.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that's not something that you
really
find important. That's something that that's something that I would treasure, but that's not something that you find like.
Look,
so I was like, I'm gonna go through all of this to get the guy an autograph, and he'd be like
super appreciative of it, and I would super be happy to have it.
But then he'd be like,
but in real life.
Which is cool.
It's just an object. It's just whatever.
Appreciate that about you, because it's like you're just not attached.
It's not. I'm not attached to certain objects. I mean, there's things that I have, especially as a kid. I had like baseball cards of my favorite player, like Frank Thomas, things like that, and the players that I interacted with. Dennis Martinez was a pitcher for the Expos, and he had a camp that I went to. And he signed I had a baseball card of him, and he signed it. Things like that. I still have them, but do I really care? Like if I lost them, I'd be like, oh, that kind of sucks. Move on. Like it's whatever. So, I don't. It's not the end of the world if I lost it. So, would I appreciate it? Absolutely. You have a brick of what's his face? I'm terrible.
Yeah,
Beatles.
Where John Lennon grew up.
The
house where he grew up.
She has a brick. She has one brick of it. And I'm sure the people that listen that are huge Beatle fans are like, oh my God, that's freaking awesome. To me, I'm like, it's a brick. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, what have you done with the brick? I'll tell you what we've done with the brick. It's been a bookend. It's been
no. The brick is the brick.
Find the brick.
It's not enough. It's right. He's right up there.
He's right up there.
Right in my line of sight.
In front of the books.
It's not holding any books.
It's not holding them. It's just in front of the books.
It's on top of there on display where I can see it. And I was actually looking around now because I used to have it back here.
You did. I remember.
And I moved some stuff around here, and I put John's brick up there, but he might come back up here.
Why don't you turn around and look at something there? And I think it's yellow. It's about a half an hour, and it's up. So as usual, I'll put to you, camera. As usual, guys, rate, review, and subscribe. I know it's a weird ending there because I was trying to get the camera. I couldn't move my mouse fast enough. Rate, review, and subscribe. Honey, I love you.
I love you, baby. This was fun today.
Yeah. It always is, right? All right. I didn't get the music out in time. This is very bad timing.
Yeah.
There it is.
Smooth it out, babe. Smooth it out.
Nah, screw it.
Bye, everybody.
Day 13.
See you tomorrow.